two ways. Pop, shove it, longboard today, right now.
Same words. Alright, today we're gonna learn how to pop shove it on a longboard 2 different ways. Let's get it.
My verbal presence is early lessons. I'm in your head, all up in your noggin from the morning till you get in bed. Get the picture lyrically.
So I learned to do pop shove it's by never letting the tail touch the ground and having it just slide across the ground without pretty much any pop. This method is convenient because it doesn't really matter how big your tail is, it doesn't really matter how fast you're going, and you can get them super reliable. The other method, the way I didn't learn how to do them originally, is by snapping the tail on the ground and getting a nice big pop. A lot of people think this way looks better. If you have a big tail, it certainly is more useful. You can get up curbs and stuff. It'll help you learn other tricks a little bit faster too, but it's a little bit less reliable, a little bit harder, and not as feasible on boards like a drop through or something without a big tail. How stupid do I look?
Not that stupid. You look pretty professional. Right. Like professional enough, you know?
For either method, with the pop or without the pop, you're going to want to have one foot near the middle of the board, looking pretty normal, not doing anything too crazy, maybe turn it a little bit if you want, and have your back foot over here with your toes hanging off the rail a little bit, ready to scoop the board behind you. Okay, so for the method where you don't pop the tail, the main thing you want to focus on is using all of your energy into pulling the board this way with your back foot. You want to go completely behind you like that. You don't want to push backwards. You don't want to push too much down. Maybe like 10% of your energy goes into actually popping the board, but your tail doesn't even have to hit the ground. You want to put almost all of your energy into swinging your back foot that way. Your front foot's just going to hang out. As long as it doesn't get in the way, you'll be fine. And for the method where you do snap your tail, you want to make sure that you're putting a lot of force going down. You want to put 90% of your force going down, snapping the tail against the ground, and only about 10% of your energy going into setting the board into motion. Because you don't have to carry the board all the way around. You pretty much just do that and then you let go. So as long as your initial pop is good, they won't be too hard, which is nice. So you're definitely going to want to pick one of the 2 methods. It's not a good idea to try to do a little bit of both because it's going to make your board start to flip. It's going to be pretty uncontrollable. That's what I started doing wrong when I started to learn them. It's much easier to focus on doing them either with the tail pop or without the tail pop. This is a great trick though because you don't really have to know any other tricks before you start to do them. Maybe fakey shove-its or just be comfortable with your board, be able to do some cross steps, stuff like that. But it is a pretty beginner trick, so if you're pretty new to the sport, you jump on your board, start trying them out. So yeah, that's the gist of it. If you have any questions, make sure to leave them below. Hit me up on Facebook, do whatever. I'll be sure to answer pretty quickly. But yeah, make sure you just keep trying, wear a helmet, and have fun. Bang, bang, baby. Are you ready? This is it, baby.
And lately all the fans want more. Next year you're guaranteed to see me on tour with another mixtape written ready to record.